going on? What's going on? You are now locked in again to the Spoon Fed Podcast, where we give you daily doses of knowledge. We spoon feed you that so you can understand what's going on in your environment and the world. But before we begin, I gotta go to our sponsors right here. Splash. Some people love and some hate. This is a promo tee. Check our website. That's gonna be in the link description. And if you down, you can check my Instagram, personal Instagram URL. And you can check my business URL. Hit me up, DM me, check out the businesses there, check the website if you want to support. And I'm going to put my name, everything below, so you can be locked in. But I just might leave it in the description, make it easier. But the main reason why I'm hollering at y'all today, this is the part 2 of the rendition of New York changing the gun laws. But what's more important, what happened this week, and what was all over Instagram, which more than y'all sent me, is that the governor of New York, I forgot her name, some female, like she not important because she doesn't rock on my level, because this is what she tried to do. She was like, you know what? Because y'all are aware of New York changes the conceal carry, so they can't restrict you from having it. But of course, they're going to try anything from stopping you from getting it to halt you. So check this out. This is what the mayor did. I don't even know her name. It's not even important. Look her up. She pretty much was trying to say, you know what, we're going to go to Albany so we could make New York a whole sensitive area because it's too crowded. But the Constitution state it has to be objective, not subjective. And let me break that down. When anything is objective, that means you have to use facts to utilize why you want to put these so-called laws in place. Subjective means it's your own opinion. That means you could put anything in place and they can't even question it. But that's unconstitutional, because what she tried to do, she was trying to say, you know what, we're going to make hospitals and schools and the subway sensitive areas so you can't carry. But guess what? That's unconstitutional, because number one, if it's a private sector, the private businesses have to orchestrate if they want or if they don't want firearms on their land. You can't dictate that as the government. And number two, subways and stuff like that, that's public property, because the public needs to utilize that. And on top of that, good amount of crime happens on the subway. So that's inadvertent. So, but this is what she tried to do, and this is what she's doing, which is, to me, is subjective, but they could possibly get away with it. So pretty much the mayor put in place, if you, a regular citizen, wants a concealed carry permit, you have to administer all your social medias within the last 3 years. You heard me. I'm going to say it again. What the governor wants to do, which she already administered the law this week, you have to administer for review all your social medias for in the past 3 years, so they can review to see if your character is sufficient to carry a gun in public. Man, please. I wish I could curse on this. Idiot. What type of idiot stuff is that? Like, I get what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to catch Ricos on people, but I'm going to break down why they're trying to do this. First, it's going to deter people like, oh, dang, like I got too much stuff. And what I mean by that, people have family members and they might be affiliated with certain people's gang ties or people that's locked up. So they can use anything and everything against you to say, nope, we're not going to give you no gun because you see where this is going? So this is another way to pry on citizens to be prejudiced, because who's that really going to affect? People that look like me, so-called black people, Latinos, Mexicans, you name it, is going to go down the line. They don't want people that look like me in these urban areas to be armed, because police will feel comfortable to do whatever they want to you when they want without any impunity. So it's like, you know what? I see why she's trying to do this. But this is the catch. This is why I was telling you people, you heard me plenty of times, especially on my social media, please get your gun license legally, legitly, and you can have it in your crib. I had my gun license, real talk, like over 15 years now. Never had an accident, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, I'm very responsible, but I'm talking, when I mean accident, I ain't never had nobody try me, which I'm kind of shocked. But I'm thankful, because you know what? I'm peaceful. But pardon me, you got to understand why they're doing this. They're doing this mainly because they're just trying to restrict people from having it. That's pretty much it. But you got to understand why they want to do that. Because now you have people saying, oh, that's good. They should definitely do that. That's a good idea. That's a horrible idea. This is one of your civil rights when it comes to being a citizen. I'm sovereign. I'm not technically a citizen because I have ownership to this land. That's another story for another time. I'll break that down. But you don't need government to dictate everything you're doing, because they could nitpick and say, oh my God, what did you say here? And that's prying into your First Amendment if you really think about it. But I understand why they're doing it in a way, which makes no sense, because we're not the same type of people. Just recently, there was another mass shooter in Illinois that shot the place up and killed like 6 people. But then when they went to social media, just like other mass shooters, they gave warning signs and they told people what they were doing. The last mass shooter that was in Illinois, guess what he said? He was a rapper, frail European dude, rapper. I didn't get to hear the whole song, but he probably could rap. I'm not even gonna hate on him. But he said specifically, yo, I have a hit list that I'm gonna get the wish list. I'm like, whoa, like he said something. I'm not quoting him properly, but he did say I have a hit list. Like, I hope they play that somewhere in the news. I'm like, whoa, because it was definitely on Instagram. So I can understand that, they want to monitor your activity for the last 3 years. But to me, that's opened the floodgates for prejudice, because anytime when there's rules that come down the line, it hits people of color heavy. And we already know what happened. If you look at damn near everything, healthcare, housing, justice system, judicial system, pretty much, everything is stacked up against people that look like me and alike me, like Latinos. So it's like, this is not a fair fight. But I understand why she did it, but I don't agree with her, because pretty much you're halting people that's actually in real life danger from protecting themselves. So I want y'all to chime in before, like, subscribe if you like the video, and make a comment. If it's something that you don't like, just tell me. It's all good, man. Chime in. We could all learn from each other. But this is another episode of the Spoon Fed Podcast. Hope you got the dose of knowledge that you need. More videos coming soon. Splash. Some people love and some hate. That's the way of the world, baby. Chime in. We here. Love y'all.